Hello everyone. On this video I'll talk about QWER. They are a relatively new band created just this year by YouTuber Kim Egg or Kim Keran. And so I got interested in them. They're different from other K-pop bands, so I decided to explore a little bit more about what they're all about. So starting from the beginning, Kim Egg is a famous YouTuber in Korea on the physical exercise scene. He has a 3 million subscriber channel called Physical Gallery, and he's been doing it since 2017, I think. He's a former military, and he doesn't really show his face. I'm not sure if his real face has ever been revealed. So he's this kind of weird but funny character, and it's nice to see him. He has charisma, and it brings people in. And he created this project. Yeah, so they're based on an anime called Oshi no Ko or something like that. And the anime was about the creation of a girl band, and Kimak decided to bring it to real life. So I think this is his first big project outside his regular YouTube activities, and it's been doing quite well. They've been very successful, and so they have this very different formula from other K-pop bands that reach the international market. Of course, QWER hasn't really gotten that type of success yet. I think they've mostly been successful in Korea so far, but they definitely have potential to do big things outside of their own country. Well, just to do a little member presentation, the first member, or Q here in the band, is called Chodan. She was the first one to be invited by Kim Egg, and she's a drummer, and she used to study music in high school, I think college too, but I'm not too sure. So she's the centerpiece kind of the band, and I think she's a leader too. Then W, they chose Magenta. Magenta was a streamer and still is a streamer. She streams a lot, and she's the bassist of QWER. Then for the E position, they chose Hina or Nyangnyongnyongnyang, her former name, Hina, or something similar, And she's used to be a famous TikToker. They all still have their outside activities, outside of band. So they still stream, do YouTube, they still do TikTok, all those things. And she had this kind of mysterious image behind her. And she's the guitar player for QWER. And then for the last position, the one that was most difficult to get an approval, to get a member. For the last member, for R, they got Sion, which used to be on a Japanese band called AKB48. And she was, kind of disillusioned with music, thinking about dropping out, but, she got this opportunity. And now she's a lead singer here at QWER. And they've been very successful, so let's see where the future takes them. Yeah, so for their promotion strategy, they actually chose to start off with a YouTube series with Kim Egg picking the members, getting them in. I haven't really watched the whole thing, just watched the first few episodes, so I can't really tell you what happens. He invites, or what happens for the whole show, but he invites people to train them. It's decent entertainment. It was pretty successful. I think there's a season 2 as well, but haven't watched anything of season 2. And so they feel very energetic, very creative. They're not restrained in the same way that other companies or other K-pop bands are restrained. They certainly have a financial restraint, but not a creative one. Behind, I think, Kim's direction, I think they can achieve a lot of things. even though there was a lot of doubts regarding this band when they first started out, because Magenta just had 2-3 months of playing the bass before she got invited to this band, and then of course, she has to train a lot. Hina was not doing music, Choran was not doing music, so even though Choran had a lot of training, I know Hina has some training too, but not to the same extent, I think. But yeah, they're some pretty talented and hard workers, and they're getting the job done. So let's see what they can make out of it. But it's a pretty interesting project, and it's interesting to see like Kim's involvement, like real involvement, actually shows up in the music videos. So yeah, we'll get to see it. Well, for the structure behind them, this was a one-man idea for Kim Kiran. He opened a company called Tamago Productions, and this company is working with a prism filter to get QWER to do their activities. Tamago Productions is under 3Y Corporation, and 3Y Corporation is under Kakao Entertainment, which is of course under Kakao. So they're in this structure leading up to a giant at the end of it. So they probably have funds available to them if success continues to come their way. And I'm not sure if they had it at the beginning. I don't think so. But right now they're definitely in a position to grow to a huge extent, or at least it seems like it. They're definitely backed by big names or big corporations in the industry. I'll just try, I'll give it my best try to say her real name. Nyangnyongnyongnyang, Nyangnyongnyongnyang. Yeah, I always miss like the last syllable. It's not nyang, it's nyang. Nyangnyongnyongnyang, Nyangnyongnyongnyang, Nyangnyongnyongnyang.